What's up, y'all? I'm gonna have to play this by ear because if you're in the group, I've been telling y'all it's been a crazy morning. So much news. Some I try to give you guys, and um, yeah, I didn't even write a notes list here. So I have the articles I'm gonna talk about, but I don't even have a notes list, which is not like me. But it is what it is. Might be a little rocky, but we're gonna get through this. Um, so as always, go ahead and get you guys get your your comments and stuff in the stream. I can't even think. Man, my mind is going 90 million miles per hour, and I have a meeting right after this. So, whew, it's gonna be a busy day. It's gonna be a busy day. Some of this other news I'm gonna try to get to you guys. Well, in the Patreon, not here, but yeah. So check out if you're in the Patreon, check out the last story. Um, yeah. Anyway, so Bitcoin. It's just gonna be ranging in this area. I hear people say all the time, like people be forgetting so fast where we came from, and everybody's always saying it's false. So look, if what the saying everybody says zoom out. If you're like, oh, the price is falling. Like this is what we just did in 7 days. In the last 7 days, I don't, maybe some of you guys are new to crypto and you don't realize how big of a move this is or how much money this is. But this is Bitcoin. This is not some regular crypto token. Um, you know what I mean? This is huge. So we just came in 7 days from 50,000 all the way to 60,000. Matter of fact, like I said, I don't have notes. So let me look at these stories, see which one I'm gonna mention first because usually I try to have these in order. But I think, sorry, so yeah, so Bitcoin has had its best monthly performance since December 2020. Yeah, no, now I see why I had this story later because it actually links. Let me listen. I might talk out of order today, but you're gonna get all the information. So anyway, so Bitcoin, when people are panicking and saying, "Oh, it hit 63 and now it's falling," we about to. People saying we're gonna get this huge dip. I'm gonna sell my altcoins and whatever. I talk about this all the time. Listen, if you got a good entry in your altcoins, you got in early, try to hold them because what you don't know is when Bitcoin starts falling, maybe the altcoins start running. We get a little alt run. But anyway, Bitcoin has had its best monthly performance since December 2020. Now I'm gonna slow this down because it's very important. Usually in the first part of my live, I go pretty fast, but I'm gonna slow this down so some of you that may not know understand. So Bitcoin has had its best monthly performance since December 2020. This is what I'm always telling you guys. How I'm like, listen, this is accumulation phase. Don't expect your. Oh, I just saw some other news. Man, today is crazy. Um, Let me open this tab for later. Um, so what I'm saying, I'm saying like we're accumulating right now, and so I'm saying that the cycle really is not supposed to get started to in the technical cycle that we're used to until like fall, this coming up fall, and beginning of next year. But remember, it says the best performance since December 2020, which was right before the parabolic. I'm just trying to slow this down. The last best performance month for Bitcoin was December 2020. Okay. When we got to 2021 was when everybody saw the parabolic run in their altcoins, where everybody made the tremendous gains that they were all crazy about and that made them millionaires and all that kind of stuff. Of course, it started in that beginning of 2025, and then we got the real next run was like the fall of 2021. I'm sorry, I think I said that wrong. But anyway, so what I'm saying is we are at a point now that we were in December 2020 before the parabolic run. And so that's why a lot of people speculating where if this is matching up with December 2020 and we are here now, is this about to be the crazy altcoin run? And listen, it could not be, but I keep preaching this on this channel. I keep telling y'all. That's why I keep saying, but you're like, but AI is running this week. Let me go get some AI coins. You better get the tokens that you're going to hold long term because we don't know if this thing is going to really take off. And that's why I named the thumbnail what I did. Like, I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna be honest. I would like to be wrong because I want more time to accumulate. And because if it runs too fast, then I won't be able to, get some of the tokens. Um, some of the tokens that I want to get. This also piggybacks along. I'm still talking about the same thing, but like I said, it shows that Bitcoin printed a 20K monthly candle. This is one of the biggest monthly candles. No, it is the biggest monthly candle ever. 20,000 in a month. So yeah, and let me go back to the chart, show you guys, because like I said, everybody keeps talking about we're falling and this down. So let's go back to the month. Excuse me, that was the year. So this is the month. We started at 40 about $40,000. We moved $20,000 in Bitcoin in a month. So like I said, I want more time to accumulate. And it's crazy. Like I said, I'm a degen. I'm trying to make these crazy X's or whatever, but I'm a smart degen. You know what I mean? I fully know. So when I talk, you hear me talking about trading, and I say, I'm not saying like all trading is bad, you stupid, but I'm just like, man, I see them too. I see the trades that I can go get a 25x on real quick and put it back in. But my thing is like, I'm like, so man, you don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen. You're not God, you don't have a crystal ball. What if this thing starts running and the altcoins you wanted to hold start running, then you lose those gains? So 20,000, we moved 20,000 in 1 month. The best performance since December 2020. Imagine if this matches up with 2020, that's when it was like February, February, what's wrong with me right now? February, March, April is when everybody was going crazy because their Cardano or their Matic or whatever had moved to 30, 40, 50x or 100x over just 3 months or whatever. So I'm gonna say it again. I would honestly hope that's not what we want. Some of y'all think y'all want quick gains, but once you get through, you're gonna realize that you wish you had more time to accumulate. But what I'm saying is we don't know if this is about to happen or not because we're matching up with December 2020 right now, which some people may see as a good look. It's half and half. All you got to do is be ready for it as much as you can because you may not have. I know we said it last cycle, but you may not have this chance again for real. You got institutions in here. You got BlackRock. You have regulation that's about to happen. Even this one here, like I said, my stories are out of order, but you're going to get the information. So apparently, BlackRock opened their spot Bitcoin ETF in Brazil today. I know this says tomorrow because the article is from yesterday, but they're starting their spot Bitcoin ETF in Brazil. So this is just not a United States thing. This thing is, I mean, of course we know Bitcoin is already global, but what I'm saying is these big entities with this big money, these trillions of dollars, management funds or whatever, they're moving across more than just America. So you get a mix of when you've been through the cycles like I have, you get a mix of emotions. Yeah, you kind of excited. You like, oh, it's about to happen. We about to make this money, but it's also at the same time you like, dang, I know whatever coin is probably not launching to next month or 3 or 5 months from now. So as I've been telling y'all, a lot of these, I'm not even gonna say that on stream because it's kind of alpha, but whatever. I think y'all on the Patreon should know what I said. Uh, but yeah, this thing is just moving a lot different. And so here we are again. I talked about. I'm briefly on this one because this is something I already talked about before. But one of the biggest Bitcoin withdrawals from Coinbase on record. It was $1 billion, 16K Bitcoins during Asia trading hours. So let me see. I think I have an article on this next thing. So once again, I'm gonna say it again. Coinbase had one of its biggest withdrawals of Bitcoin to date. It was $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. It was during Asia hours, but everybody's always trying to put stuff on Asia and China. But let me see. There's another article. I don't know if I got it up here. Let me see. Because I always just try to show you guys proof of what I'm talking about and not just saying it. I don't believe that I doesn't look like I pulled up the article. This kind of works. Well, I'll use this. I got a lot of stuff over here, y'all. Like I told you, I got like 300 tabs open. So yeah, so they had this big withdrawal of Bitcoin from Coinbase, or whatever. So what I saw here, Caitlin Long was saying that she said I spent time in New York over the past couple of days. There was almost no Bitcoin available to sell on OTC desks, and so usually OTC desks are where the big dogs get their Bitcoin at because they don't want to move the price too much on exchanges when they get these big buys or the big sales or whatever. They usually buy it over the counter and not on the exchanges where you buy it. But what people are saying is the supply, which is what we've been saying, the supply of Bitcoin is getting so is being bought up. So there's nothing to really buy over the counter. So now these big dogs, when they want to buy Bitcoin, they have to go to the same places that you buy yours on. They got to go to the exchanges. They got to they got to go to exchanges and buy. So that's could be causing the price of Bitcoin to move, which I'm pretty sure is going to be coming. It's going to get a lot crazier. I don't know how fast. Like I always say, I'm not one of those type of people that always be like, it's up only from here. We could definitely retrace or whatever. But the market is moving a lot faster. Did I even pull this up? Yeah, y'all can see it. Yeah. So yeah, there's not a lot of Bitcoin for these big guys to be buying OTC or over the counter. They have to buy it right there on the exchanges, the same place you're buying it at. So um, let's try. I'm trying to get these stories in order. Speaking of, so and here's a story to piggyback that. So it says BlackRock, their ETF is up to 10 billion now. Excuse me. So, which is much faster than any ETF ever. I think they said it took. God, I'm sorry. Listen, I have all my notes, but I think it was like, um, I think it was like 37 days it took them. So like a month and a week, to get to 10 billion. And I don't know what the record was before and how long it took or whatever, but I'm pretty sure that whatever ETF it was probably the gold ETF. And it moved nowhere as fast as this. So 10 billion dollars that quick under management is it's a crazy metric. I don't know if these numbers mean anything to you guys, but it's a lot of money moving. Where did I put this story at? I'll keep that for a little bit. I'll wait for that one. Like I said, y'all, I don't have my notes. Now, this I don't want to say this was funny. I was about to say it's funny, but it's not funny. But it kind of is. I ain't gonna lie. So anyway, so there was this the Vanguard CEO. Excuse me. I don't have any water. Do I? Oh man, hold on, y'all. I know I got. Oh, here we are. Hold on, guys. Talking too fast and too. So the CEO of Vanguard, or the former CEO Tim Buckley stepped down. I say they got rid of him, but whatever. He stepped down from Vanguard because he was saying like we not gonna have no Bitcoin ETF. We not playing that game. I'm gonna do what I want to do, or whatever. And I think he said something like, um, if there ever is a Bitcoin ETF with Vanguard, it won't be while I'm here, or whatever. So I guess they said, all right, say less, my bro. Say less, my boy. So they got rid of him, and they call it step down, but I don't believe that's what happened. But to save face for the, I don't want to get into politics, but you got to realize a lot of times with politicians, sometimes I just call them the mascots. Like they're just the face of the message. They don't necessarily always believe it or whatever. So at this time, um, you know, Tim Buckley was the CEO. I call him the mascot of Vanguard. And so because he was known to say that, it was like, well, you said this came out of your mouth, so now we gotta change our mascot. You know what I'm saying? We got our representative, the face of the company. You got to go because you said we wasn't gonna have no Bitcoin ETFs. But when our clients are seeing that this thing was $40,000 last month and now it's $60,000, and you cause them to lose out on 50% gain in their money, like you got to realize these people are used. They dumb excited. I mean, stupid excited about 5 to 10%. You just made them lose 50% gains in a month. They was like, nah, my boy, you gotta go. Like, we can't have this. We're not playing this game. So, like I said, they call it step down. But anyway, so I believe they trying to move into getting their own Bitcoin Bitcoin ETF, which makes sense. Like you would be stupid not to, because I know their clients are going crazy. When he first said they wasn't going to have any Bitcoin ETFs, the clients were going crazy. A lot of people saying they was canceling, they getting out of there or whatever. So this is the move they had to make in order to in order to make the company look good or whatever. So this one I'm gonna talk about now. This is one I've talked about like 3 times on the channel, and not because I invested in it. So and plus I couldn't pump this bag no way. It's at a 700 million. I was about to say billion. It's at a 700 million market cap. But like I said, Ondo, they're Ondo is they're connected to BlackRock, Bridgewater. A lot of the big dogs in the space. So with BlackRock just now having this 10 billion in Bitcoin and the ETF or whatever, the Bitcoin ETF is pumping. I mean, they're getting like 500 million to 600 million a day. It's just been crazy inflows into the ETF. So a lot of the people that um, 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 it's not as hard without my notes, but I didn't write anything, so I'm going off my top of my head. But yeah, when you see when all the people that respect BlackRock and the people who invest with them or whatever, when they see the stuff, they're trying to find out. Okay, I heard about this Bitcoin thing, and like I said, these big dogs come in and they've heard about altcoins. Some of them might not have trust in it. They may only invest in the Bitcoin, but some of the other ones are going to be like, okay, what altcoins out there? Then they find out there's this altcoin. To them, this is small. This is $600 million. They're like, oh, what's that? BlackRock is connected to it, so there's going to be a lot of money flowing into this. So they did 20% on the day. I've been talking about them for a couple of weeks, and once again, no, I didn't invest in it, but I knew this was probably going to go crazy. Probably not the type of gains I want, but then again, it could. But I just, I wasn't too certain. But yeah, on the one day, they've moved about 22%. So yeah, when you you're gonna see the big money come in. They're gonna flow into stuff like this first that they trust. And the thing is, they have so much money. These people got billions of dollars, trillions of dollars. They're centimillionaires, meaning a lot of these people got net wealth worth in the hundreds of millions, and some of them 10, 20, 30, 40 million. So when if they make another, they put a million in Bitcoin or ETF or whatever, and they make a milli, they I'm sorry, I'm getting back to home too much. They put a million in, and they make $1 million. Sorry, they make $1 million, whatever. They might play around with 100,000 of that. You know what I mean? Because they're used to 5, 10, 15% gain. They make 100% gain, get another $1 million. They might play around with 100 grand, throw it in a couple of I mean, people in the crypto space do that. That's nothing for a lot of people. Throw it into something. They might go into Ondo first, get some gains on that. Then they will be in some of the crazy altcoins that we hold in. Like, oh, okay, what's that? Okay, that's a game. Okay, let's try that out because they trying to follow retail. There's a big story. When I don't know if y'all saw the movie Dumb Money about Roaring Kitty, when they did the whole GameStop craze last cycle. Am I good on sound? I guess y'all would say something. I'm good on sound and picture. Yeah. So when Roaring Kitty and them did the GameStop thing, and they did they kept pumping the price when all the billionaires was trying to short, and they messed them all up or whatever. Um, After this happened, there was this thing that went around that all the big hedge funds, the billionaires, the millionaires, they were saying that from now on they're going to be tracking YouTube and Reddit and all these different places to see what retail investors are doing. So please believe that, even though it sounds crazy, they're going to do Bitcoin first, then they're going to come to something like Ondo or whatever, right? And then they're going to be like, okay, let's go to Reddit and YouTube and find out what these retail investors are, investing in. And so they'll be dumping into some of the game stuff. And another reason I never said this before. I feel like this is kind of alpha, but what I'm gonna say it. So when we talk about like gaming being one of the biggest narratives this cycle, you got to think what happened last cycle. GameStop, video games. Trust and believe that they got somebody working hard just on like video games. They're like, okay, let's see what video games, what's going on out there. So that's another reason why I think gaming crypto is going to be a big narrative this cycle, because they definitely going to throw a lot of that big money in there trying to figure out what's going on. Plus, to mention that gaming is already one of the biggest sectors in the world, and it's bigger than the movie and music industry put together. So, this is just stuff to kind of consider. Like I said, it's good to know the different picks and the DJ picks and the micro picks, but you gotta like have the perspective together and think about how the mind works. Even like some of the stuff I talked about this morning in Patreon. If you've been in the Patreon probably since day one, or you knew me even before I had a Patreon, you would know like my thinking about certain stuff. I'm like, okay, it's like really on that kind of smart stuff, smart investor. Oh, I know the tech and all this kind of stuff. But you got to think. This morning I was thinking, I was like, do I want to put money into this? I was like, but if it has this and that factor, then the rest of retail and the rest of the crypto market is probably going to go crazy. So you got to go ahead and get a little bag of that. And so you can't be thinking you all smart. This is for me included, and thinking you have the only perspective and the only mindset. You got to always be thinking how other people are thinking. Even these billionaires with these hedge funds are like saying, "What is retail doing?" They got people that studies Reddit every day, all day, and they better get it right or they're going to get fired. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with this cycle and stuff. So I know I blew through those stories, but actually I got a couple more. But yeah, hopefully you got the message. This is one I've been on since day one. I'm not even gonna talk about this much long. I mean, this is not even big. This is Solana. It's showing how Solana's regained its trend. I haven't looked at the chart, but Solana's gonna be big. This is one of the ones I grabbed early or whatever, when everybody was talking about, oh, Solana is stupid and they got downtime and what. I'm like, y'all better realize, man. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Well, it was just at $96. Like we at 131 right now. The bag is looking pretty good. So I mean, there's some blue chips you guys want to probably try to find now. I'm not gonna say it's late, but I mean, Solana's had a run. Like when that crash happened and people was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I told y'all, and they was laughing. Like we was buying. It was like $8.79, man. So I was like, "Good luck to y'all. Y'all can keep talking about Solana." But oh, y'all can't even see the chart. Let me. I gotta flex a little bit. My bad. So yeah, when this let's see what happened. What was that at? Actually, you know what? The chart don't even register it. I don't believe, to be honest. No, it doesn't. Because we was hanging out between $19 and $22 on Solana for a minute, made a little buys or whatever, but then that crash, the crash don't even register. I'm telling you, it was $8.79. And actually this doesn't it registers a little bit to 14.49, but now caught it at 8.79. So but yeah, Solana's doing this little run. It looked like it had a let's see. It's been doing good this month, 7 days. Oh, yes, it's falling a little bit now, but I remember this was just like $96 a couple of days ago. But yeah, so you gotta hold your blue chips too for security and whatever, and then we can degen later. It's all good. Um, but yeah, really, really got to understand what's going on in the market. This is something I like. I see a lot of people trying to implement this too, and this is probably the last news story. So you guys get your questions in the comments. I went way fast today. I went really fast. Like I said, I do got a meeting later, so I'm just trying to make sure, even if I do get in a lax period when I'm just talking, that we still got time to be in here. So I know a lot of you guys usually come in later in the stream. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only stream people watching. That's cool, but I'll probably be going by the time some people get here. But but yeah, anyway, so this story, DeFi Llama, I guess they just implemented something on DeFi Llama. So where if you're looking at a project and a potential airdrop, they're making it where they got the legit website on there. Excuse me, y'all. They got it on there where they got the legit website where where you can find the actual airdrop, because a lot of people have been getting scammed on airdrops. That's for beginners. That's for people that's been here 4 cycles. Like, it's been really crazy this cycle, and these scammers have really gotten really good at making these websites look legit, and it's they've been getting people. So they just implemented something where you can find the legit website for the airdrop or whatever, and you make sure that you're getting the right thing. So DeFi Loan is a good tool to use too. And I still haven't caught up. Speaking of, I still haven't caught up with all the updates to with Uniswap, because I was talking a couple of weeks ago about the upgrade they're having. And so one thing they did do is they, like I talked about this later. I mean yesterday, you have where you can do limit orders on Uniswap now instead of just a regular swap when you got to do it in real time or whatever. Um, but the thing I did see that it seems like it's only Ethereum right now, which is cool, and it's a start, because it really was built for Ethereum trading. So when you're trying to, you still can't do it like where. Oh, let me see. Let me look while I'm talking, so I'll make sure I have my information correct. But I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure my app is up to date. But yeah, it seems like you can only swap it on Ethereum, like, but it's not like Arbitrum, Optimism, Polygon. I'm about to look right now. Let me see. So I see limit spend by. Yeah, so it looks like it's just Ethereum, but that's cool. I'm hopefully it moves over to like the Polygon, Arbitrum, and stuff. I like some Arbitrum stuff myself, and Binance. But it's cool. But it's dope. It's a start though. So um, I haven't even used it or tried it out yet. So hopefully you can still control the slippage and what gas you want to pay and all that stuff. But I'm pretty sure that's still in there. But it's dope. So I'm liking to see these upgrades in the space. I can't imagine how far along we'll be next cycle, because last cycle was crazy. Like, when you was on exchange, you couldn't even send out to like some of these blockchains. It was like Ethereum. You had to send in and out on Ethereum, or else it's sitting on the exchange, or you just had to buy on Phantom Wallet if it was Solana. So it's just good to see the space moving, and you know that's where we at. So yeah, it's all good, man. These are like Bitcoin's doing a little thing, whatever. I don't really care. Y'all know my mindset by now if you've been on the channel. But man, this really quick at 23 minutes. I'm finna get to these comments and questions. So go ahead and get them in. Like I said, I will be out of here pretty fast today, because I have this meeting that when I say I got to prepare for and get ready for, like, I don't even know if I'm anywhere near ready. Um, and so yeah, so also one thing I've been talking about and stuff. I don't talk about half the stuff I know sometimes, because, like I said, with the cycle moving fast, I got to be in the things that I um, you know, that I really believe in. Hold on, let me do one little thing real quick. Let me go over here. I'm surprised I even got through like I just got through. I think I did okay, because I didn't have any notes. Like, usually I try to have keywords or something. Um, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do. Okay, I might have to still do this a little later. All right. All right. Hopefully these comments are lining up with the stream, because sometimes they be different on both of them. But anyway, so let's get into it. Get your comments and questions in. I'll probably, yeah, this will be another one of those streams that's under an hour, because I have to be on time. And maybe I had time to talk about some other things I got over here. Who is that? Oh, James White said, "What's good, Zoe? Let's get this bread." Yes, man. It's It's looking like it's going to be a good one. Like I said, hey, we may not have the time to accumulate that we want, but we want to be ready. That's my thing. I want to be ready regardless of what happens. I'm not going to be, upset and pout if the cycle moves faster than I wanted to. Like if it does, like we still gonna make this money, and it's just gonna be interesting. But I'm hoping we stick to that kind of 2 year cycle. We gonna see what happens. Because like we always say, traditional finances don't know about no 2 year cycle. They just think, which it kind of is like the new stock. So I don't know, no telling what these big money guys gonna do. So we gonna see. Hopefully they've been studying enough to kind of know. And if they smart and they want to make the most money, they'll try to keep it the same. But we don't know, man. Nindo said, yo, what's up, man? Lucas said, my bro Zoe, what's up? As he said, good morning, As I think you sent me an email, but I gotta. It's been busy. It's been busy. I'm gonna try to look in a minute. Just a minute, y'all. I say I got so much going on. I'm sending messages. I'm doing all kinds of stuff right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought. Um, let's see what we got here. Lucas said, "I hope you're doing well, brother." Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Just a little, a little flustered. It's been a lot going. It is a lot going on. EA said, "Ain't no more time to accumulate the supply." Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. God, it's like everybody thinks they want it, but if you like, I know if you've been in a couple of cycles, you get excited. You like, oh, we about to get this run, but you at the same time, you like, do I really have as much of all these tokens that I want? So man, yeah, I be trying to tell people, I know, but AI is about to pop off, and they said AI about to like. If you got picks that you really believe in AI, go ahead and get those. Like I think I got a couple, right? But don't be just like going to the category. This ain't the time to just be jumping to sometime. I'm gonna make a quick trade. Okay, good luck on that. I'm gonna tell you at the end of the day, I don't have a crystal ball and I'm not God, but I feel like the stuff I'm saying right now is gonna be proven true, and people are gonna be like, dang, like, oh, I see. Like, you don't want to be sitting there talking, oh, I see what he was talking about. Like, you're gonna be like, yeah, it's cool. We would say not financial advice, and this is not like I'm telling you what people were talking about. I'm just like, hey, man, you might want to get in some good tokens, and like I tell people, y'all better get in groups to know what they're talking about, not people who's guessing, because you're gonna be ticked off, or you're gonna end up making a 10x when you could have made a 200x. So, good luck on that, man. So. Yeah, man, I think the accumulation is about to be over. I don't care what kind of price drops happen. Bitcoin could drop today to 54,000. People like, see, we got enough time to accumulate. That don't mean nothing to me. I don't. I'm trying to get into stuff I believe in. Oh, M. Whitehurst said the sound is low. I did turn it down because I was in another meeting and it was too loud. So let me see. Let me turn it real quick. I ain't going nowhere, but I got to do this. Let me turn up the volume real quick. All right, let's see. Hopefully that should be a little bit better. I didn't go to where I wanted to go, but hopefully it should be a little better. And let's try to do that too. Um, let's see here. Ajax is pumping. Yeah, I saw that Ajax was pumping. I saw people talking about that this morning too. Let me check something else too real quick. I'm telling y'all, I know. Never mind, I ain't gonna make that statement. All I can tell y'all is that I be working. I don't be having a chill time to chit chatting all the time. Like I'll be over. Yeah, okay, that's a nice little pump. 27% on the day. Uh, yeah, I mean AI is gonna pump. People gonna find they're gonna come to the category, especially the big money investors. Like I was saying earlier, they're gonna go and see what the bigger market caps are. For one, it's got to have a big enough market cap for them to put the big money in there that they want to put in there without moving the price too much, so they can make gains and they're just not giving gains to everybody else. So, yeah, this stuff is gonna it's gonna pump. I feel like they took something away up here. Like I used to have an easy way to get back to the home screen, but they did coin market cap. Yeah, I should have left that alone. So now I gotta like type in the whole thing all over again. Nope, that's the wrong thing. That is not what I was trying to type. So yeah, I saw Ajax was pumping. Singularity. Let's see what we got here. Good morning, G. I was trying to reach out to you with Alpha. It was let me see. Let me see what that is. I think I heard that joint, but let me see. Let me see. I tell you, a lot of these. The thing here's. Let me say this too clearly too. Um, for you guys, I'm gonna look at this in a minute. Um, no. Oh, that's it's got. Oh, well, that's one of the reasons I see. Okay, yeah, they on base chain, so you know a lot of people don't like that. Yeah, I just don't have time for. So let me say this too. So there's the other thing. The reason why I keep saying I'm not jumping from play to play, and I just don't feel like it's that time. We will find them, but my important thing is like because I've already done the research that I need to do. I'm already waiting on like multiple projects to come out. And so I'm more so trying to keep up with those people who are pushing up their launch dates because the cycle's moving faster. I use a lot of research to, sometimes you can't just go to the project's Discord and find stuff easily. So I'm trying to make sure that we in those. It's cool to be like I said, yeah, we find stuff that's already on the market. But when I know there's gonna be some fresh big projects coming out with great backing and they're gonna market the crap out of it and have all these influencers talking about it, that's the stuff. That's my first focus, and just trying to see how much faster these things are coming out. Then just I know, yeah, it's cool. They did like a little cool, 4 or 5 XO a couple of days, but it doesn't look like something I would have had in my mind to hold long term. So it's cool that the stuff is moving or whatever. I mean, I'll look into it, but as of right now, I mean, it don't. We'll see. But that's where my mind is right now. Like I'm all over the place just trying to make sure that the plays I want to get into are coming out. I'm also at the full realization that some of the ones that I had in my mind to get out for one reason that they're launching too high or they might be coming out late in the cycle. I already know that. Hey, I might not touch that this cycle, but it's cool. What can I get in now and to still make the money that I want to make? So it's a lot of stuff that goes into this stuff. And, I'm not saying I'm the best of the best, but I know like, you know, probably two or three other patrons that I really respect, the guys who lead them or whatever. But most of these other ones, it's like a chill friend group. It's like going to the Boys and Girls Club and they just be in there talking. I don't have time for that. Like I'm trying to make money. I like to say hello to you guys, check on you. I love when you see to get see you guys get wins. And I'm gonna talk about this stuff on stream. So here's another thing. Like I even implemented some stuff even on my Patreon. Like, hey, this is what we do, and it's not like it's like false advertisement. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. A lot of this time when people tell me VIP streams and stuff, that's some BS. Just another thing to act like you getting something extra. You know what I offer in my Patreon? Getting you in good place so you make some money. So that's the main focus right now. All that extra stuff. That's what when people don't have no value to offer you. That's the stuff they fluff their Patreons with. Like, oh look, we got this extra thing over here. We got this extra thing over here. Like I said, I tell people, well, I got one of the cheapest Patreons, and I still even sometimes when I get a chance review portfolios for free. So it's cool. Like I said, we're gonna try to do the VIP stream and we're gonna get that plan. But y'all gotta realize this, a lot of these other Patrons just be playing. It's just some BS fluff that they give you to act like you get some other benefits. My time is much more well spent when I am researching for you guys and finding like because if I'm spending my time on this fluff VIP live stream or whatever, when I could be spending an hour studying and I could be finding something like, oh, let's get in this, it's 100x or whatever, that's time I could be spending doing that because I really researched. Like I told somebody this morning, like I literally, I wish I could turn around and show you. Like I have like so I have like 20 windows open, and each of the 20 windows have 10 to 15 or more tabs open. So that's the kind of research I'll be doing over here. And even though it may seem slow sometimes, I'm just trying to do the best research. I'm trying to make sure we get into the best plays and stuff. I don't have the time to do all this other extra stuff that people feel like it's a course and it's that they BSing y'all. But listen, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm just a real whatever, man. I'm just trying to tell y'all what it is. But so anyway, like, so I'm just trying to make sure we get into plays. Listen, this is my mindset. I keep saying like this cycle could end at the end of this year. We don't know because it's moving so fast. My mindset right now is, and this is gonna sound ridiculous though, but my mindset is now, what if this mug is 6 months? Like what if the cycle is 6 months? Like what if we got 6 months and the cycle's over? I got to make some gains. So I got to make sure we in the right projects. I ain't got time to be dibble dabbing and seeing what this one might do and what it could do. And I can't find the team behind it and all that kind of stuff. Like I'm leaving that for the birds, man. I can't be doing that. I got to know I'm going to make some tremendous money. So not saying like when y'all bring me, like, yeah, you can continue to bring picks. I'm all cool with that, but I'm just letting you know that my time is probably going to be on the projects that I'm already been looking at. I already know who the team is. I already kind of know what's going on. I'm just trying to see what moves they're making, what developments they have. Kaju, yeah, that one's cool. But I don't even think that's out yet. I don't believe. Which, yeah. So cool. Um, I feel like precarious. I feel like I heard of that, but let's see. Oh, matter of fact, yeah. What's today's date? The first. Okay. And I'm gonna be honest. Here's another thing. Even when I do all the stuff, what I'm good at is doing, crypto stuff, researching the technology, the projects, and all that good stuff. Obviously I'm good at this stuff, but I'm gonna tell you, one of my weaknesses is clerical stuff. So that's when people start giving me extra clerical stuff to do. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, I had this buried on the. It's deep on the list. I can't even lie, and that might be a bad. I'll have to look into this one more later because it's somewhere like it might be. I'm gonna be honest. It might be like number 52 on my list of stuff to look at. Um, and I know, like I said, I know you see y'all see that small market cap, and you like, oh, I'm about to jump on this. I gotta look at it some more. Yeah, that's right. Because there's a number of projects that are trying to do this cycle, and it's a cool narrative. It's a cool thing to be trying to do, but I'll look at it precarious later. UK Flow, he said at this point, would you put extra cash into something new or add to your existing bags? Right now, like I did get a new bag this morning that we talked about in the Patreon, but mainly, as of probably the next 3 to 4 days that I can see, it'll be like putting money into my older bags that I believe in. Um, so that's where I'm at right now with that. Because like I said, this cycle is moving pretty fast, man. And don't get me wrong, like I said, it could completely slow down and go back to the regular 2 year cycle, and we could end in the end of 2025. But like I said, I'm not a gambler, even though crypto is a gamble. So I just try to make sure I'm safely degen and as safely as possible. Yeah, be a degen, but have some sense too. Don't as he said, check your inbox when you have some time. Yeah, I will. I will. I know I got a meeting right after this. I saw a couple of emails in there. So after the meeting, I'll get a chance to look at it. Uh, yeah. Oh, hold on, my eyes is tripping. Um, Laminar said sound is now good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had turned it down for another meeting I had where it was too loud. Um, he said I use caps all the time. I don't be offended by that. I know some people really get offended. They be like, "Are you yelling at me because you using all caps?" I guess you could. No, I don't pay attention to stuff like that. I'm from a different area, man. I'm not easily offended like that. But I hope you guys, if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm gonna probably get out. This was a quick stream with stuff, but I did give you guys some bullish news to look at and some just different perspective. To be honest, I can't remember what all I said, and usually I'll try to go back to my notes and read what I said and tell you the key points, but I can't even remember. But I feel like some good information there, some things to think about, some things to consider. Um, I don't know. Let's hope. Let's hope that we have some more time to accumulate. But we gonna see. We gonna see what happens. Um, William said, "What do you think about Duel?" I was liking when Duel was what was it? See, I forgot. It was Rain before. Um, I don't like like the people who was behind it when it first launched, when it was the other name, were cool and stuff. And I see people talking about it and trying to pump it up, but I won't touch Duel. I just don't like. I don't like some of the ways they've been operating lately. So I dropped that trash. I don't care. I mean, like I tell you all the time, people are like, but hey man, but it's pumping. I don't care. I don't like some of the stuff that they did and they looking real scammy lately. I don't even know if they had the same backers because I know it was down to wasn't it down to like it was about down to 1 million when they did the token migration. No, that's right, because no, it launched. That's right. They did the token migration, then it launched back like 7x up or 3x or something. So um, yeah, I don't mess with Duel, man. It looks like they're doing some scammy stuff, man. I'm just good on that. I saw somebody put it in the same sentence as a project that I think is really good, and I felt like that was disrespectful. I was like, I wouldn't even put those two projects in the same sentence. I don't even know why you did that. Um, but yeah, I'm not messing with Duel. I don't want nobody to say I'm fudding the project, but I don't care what they do. Jacob said top narratives to go long on for the next 1 to 2 years: gaming and AI. I love the interoperability. I love modularity and all the stuff and all the other narratives out there. But to me, and the thing is, I can't really find AI projects that I have that belief in. Like I say, you got the GPU narrative stuff. Like, oh man, I was talking about yesterday. I wish I had caught OPSEC at the bottom, and my boy, he was on it. I think he was talking about it, but I just didn't catch it. But it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, pretty much AI and gaming, I think is going to be those are going to be the big plays because it's things that, well, gaming, everybody understands. They can understand why it's hype. AI is just a big narrative all over the world. That's not even just crypto. So, um, like I said, then you got your follow up narratives. You got the yeah, yeah. Uh, as he said, what I can't answer that on stream, man. That is for one, I have to take time to think about that because for one, like I haven't even been looking at the I haven't even looked at the market caps lately. So something may have ran. I don't know. And it's really tough. It's really tough right now because as I've been saying since day one, it's oversaturated. Um I mean, yeah, see, I was gonna try to answer it. It's just because I mean, like obviously Solana's already done his run. Um, yeah, it's a hard one. It's a hard one, man. Because sometimes when people say blue chips, even my brain, you get so used to last cycle, you just think layer ones. But there's so many blue chips. There's some that haven't launched yet. Um, it's a hard one. All I know is Celestia is probably one of them. The other ones haven't launched yet. I mean, you got, like I said, you got. I'm sorry, man. That's just too tough. It hurt my brain right now because I don't even know what the market caps are. There's so many out there. Um, yeah, but I would say Celestia is definitely one of them. Um, Jacob, and I said top three. Top three, gaming, AI, and the other ones kind of depends on what the market is thinking. Because, like I said, you got modularity, you got restaking, you got DPIN. And so many people are like 50-50 on DPIN. So, it all depends. My prediction on Connects, I don't even know, man. As far as X's, I mean, like I always say, I mean, my target is always like at minimum 50x. So I can see it can get there, as I said, BRC20 or AI narrative. What? Of course, AI. Most people don't even know what BRC20 is. Like, now people in the space don't even know, a lot of people don't even know what BRC20 is. And like I said, I'm not trying to flood it, but BRC20, layer twos on Bitcoin are not something that I'm into this cycle. I don't have time to speculate on that. I'm trying to make this money. Like I said, we don't even look like we have time for people to, like last cycle when people came in, they might not knew about certain things and they're like, okay, what's this? What is a layer two? Because they barely know what Ethereum is. We had a lot of time to like educate people on what a layer two is and what Matic is and how it's so dope and all this kind of stuff. We may still have that chance, but right now, I mean, I don't know if we got time for people to catch on what BRC20 is. Besides like a full FOMO mode, they might be like, what? Oh, it's cool, and they just FOMO to it. But I'm talking about like stuff that people can come in off the street and they automatically know what it is and they can find some kind of way to be bullish on it. That's the type of narratives that I'm trying to hold the cycle. I'm not trying to explain to people what BRC20 is. Most people don't still, whether you believe it or not, don't even understand Bitcoin. So imagine trying to explain to them what a layer two on Bitcoin is. Like it's not something I'm really trying to explain to newbies in whatever term you want to use. Um, but yeah, like I said, gaming and AI, those gonna be something that everybody understands. So I got this big meeting to prepare for, and I gotta revamp a whole lot of stuff. So I really appreciate you guys coming to the stream. Um, sometimes you got to do stuff to help the algorithm, even to alert you guys, like YouTube. YouTube is strict and whatever. And plus, I try to give you guys some information every day to know what's going on in the market. And once again, yes, we'll get to the VIP stream for the people and the Patreon, all that kind of stuff. But my main focus is finding these picks that's gonna make this money and change our lives. So appreciate you guys coming and hanging out on the stream. This is another short stream, but it's all good. Appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys. Oh, matter of fact, I forgot. I got to do this. So if you listen, I keep telling people too. This is not to make people FOMO. Um, especially with how I see stuff going now. I was telling my guy, I was like, I'm gonna raise the price later. I might raise the price much earlier than I was even saying. So listen, y'all, join the Patreon. It's $50 right now. I'm gonna double this price in a minute. Um, so go ahead and try to get in there. And every day I have to look at this thing. Patreon.com/cryptozo. If you want to be somewhere where people understand what's going on and get you in early and know stuff before it hits the market and not pretend they know it after the fact. Um, you know, I feel like what's his name? He's like, if you want to come to a record label where they're not dancing in your music videos like Diddy, come to you get it. So yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out on stream. Check the Patreon out. If you want to do lifetime membership through crypto, whatever, you can hit up the email, which should be on the YouTube page. If it's not, let me find that real quick. Because I'm so bad at putting all this stuff out there. Let's see here. I'm messing up tremendously right now. But yeah. So definitely going to, and that's the same thing with the lifetime too. If you guys trying to do that, the price of that's going to double soon. Because the regular price doubles, that got to double too. For one, like I said, I want to spend more time. It costs to spend time with the time I try to spend with the guys in there, and I won't be always able to check portfolios. And even this morning itself, getting up was just like crazy research and studying. It's not as easy as people think because I actually put time in. I don't just be coming there like trying to sit on the throne, like, oh, look at me, the god of the Patreon or whatever. Like I'm actually out here researching. So it costs money, it costs time. So I gotta pay for my time I spend researching this stuff. So and I see how hectic it's getting, which is why I said since day one I'm not gonna have a big Patreon like that. Like I'm gonna cut it off at a certain. I'm gonna probably cut mine off like 20 times smaller than most people have theirs. So and the people in there should know by now is one of the better ones. They even say it, so it ain't gonna be opening up no spaces. It ain't gonna be none of it. People start getting greedy and they got a Patreon. They're like, I'm gonna close it off, and they start getting greedy and wait more money. It will be no opening up for spots because I don't have the time for it. Like I gotta study. So if you, I'm wired like I'm wired much different to other people. So I know people like, well, that's what people usually do. I've never been usual people. I've never been the status quo. So when I say I'm cutting it off, it ain't gonna be no begging or nothing like that. Like, come on, man, I really need this. Like, it's gonna be cut off. Like, because I just can't deal with that. That many people. That sounded bad when I say deal with people. But y'all know what I'm saying. Like, people get so offended these days. You almost can't say nothing. But yeah, it's just hard to deal with that many people. I'm gonna cut off my Patreon way early. And it might get to a point, even if it's not full, I'm just probably not going to even want to put nobody else new in there because we getting into a point now where it's like, I said I was cutting the stream up, but it's getting to a point now where, like I said, not only do we not have that time to accumulate slowly. Say if you find a project and the prices are moving so slow now that you can accumulate over the 3 or 4 weeks or maybe 2 months to 3 months, it's going to get to the point I feel like now, whereas if you're not getting it that day, good luck. It's just done. Like the price is going to be moving, so you ain't gonna have that chance. So I'm not gonna be having the time to be honest, because I feel like even my work, I like go over and talk to you guys when you first come to Patreon. I'm not gonna have time to do that. Hello new person, let's get you over with it. I'm not gonna have time for that because I'm gonna be trying to study and make this money. So it's not a game. It's not to make people FOMO. It's not a bluff. I will cut this mug off as soon as I feel like I want to cut it off, and I will not be letting anybody else in. And that's that. So patreon.com/cryptozo. Appreciate you guys hanging out on the stream, getting the Patreon before I double the price and all that good stuff. I don't know, whatever. Appreciate you guys though.